Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well and hope you're all staying safe and keeping your mask on. We're going to be working on continue working on Our Brains Are Wired for Morality. We're going to be doing the third read, identifying claims, reasons, and evidence. I'm going to read the introduction in this section so we can follow its steps closely, okay? Let's begin. Third read, identifying claims, reasons, and evidence. The authors state, there are three main lines of evidence that support the view that our brains are wired for morality. This sentence explains what the authors intend to prove, that morality is built into the brain. During this read, you will read another excerpt from the same article. We're going to be working on a new part. An excerpt is a section taken out of the article that we're going to focus on. Specifically, we're going to focus on the following. You're going to reread the final paragraph of the first excerpt on page 12. Then read the three headers from the article below. How do the headers help you understand and predict what this article is about? As you read, think about the following questions. What reasons do the authors give to support the ideas that our brains are wired for morality? What evidence do they use to support their reasons? Now, when you're reading, I want you to underline, using one line, una línea solamente, underline sentences that state the author's reasons that support their central claim. En español, vas a subrayar oraciones que presenten las ideas, que mantengan la idea que el autor quiere presentar. ¿Está bien? Number two, then double underline, dos líneas, sentences that provide evidence to support the reasons. Vas a usar dos líneas, subrayarlo dos veces en ideas que soporten, que mantengan las razones por las cuales ellos están haciendo esto. ¿Está bien? Let's read the paragraph on page 12, the final paragraph of the last excerpt, so we can then read the first header of the new section. It begins. There are three main lines of evidence that support the view that our brains are wired for morality. The building blocks of morality have been observed in non-human animals. Even very young babies appear to exhibit some basic moral evaluations, and the parts of the brain involved in moral judgment are beginning to be identified. Now, this is interesting because it says building blocks in quotations, meaning that it's sort of like a rough idea. Building blocks, es como decir, usar un término para shorthand, para llegar más rápido al punto. Now, when it says basic moral evaluations, it means that they notice that babies, at least is what it says here, that babies might take into account moral ideals before making a decision. Does that benefit them? Does that punish them? Etc. I want to read the next section. It begins, building blocks of morality in non-human species. Natural observations of animals in the wild and research in laboratories show us that a number of building blocks, again in quotations, of moral behavior can be found in animals. For instance, many animals exhibit behaviors that benefit other members of their species. Such pro-social behaviors, meaning behaviors that are good for others, like helping each other and caring for offspring, have been seen in rodents and primates. Rats will help other distressed rats that have been soaked with water, and they will also choose to help a cage mate that is in distress before obtaining a food reward. Chimpanzees will help each other and share with each other, but only when they benefit from sharing, as long as the costs are minimal and the needs of the other chimpanzees are clear. Chimpanzees also collaborate and form alliances in fights or when hunting. Capuchin monkeys have even been shown to react in a negative way when they see other monkeys being treated unfairly. Now you're going to continue reading, and once you are done reading all of the excerpts, all of the headers that we have here, the next one is evidence for moral behavior in babies and the role of the brain in morality. After you read those 3 excerpts, we're going to start working on the other part, okay? So, another truck is passing by. So I'll continue. Focus on identifying claims, reasons, and evidence. A claim is a statement or assertion that something is true. A claim is based on an opinion and is sometimes directly stated, and other times must be inferred. Authors support their claims with reasons that explain why their opinion is valid. Reasons should be sound, meaning that they make sense. This means that the reasons are logical. They fit with the claim being made. In a strong argument, reasons are then supported by evidence. Evidence includes facts, statistics or data, and opinions and testimony from experts. Evidence should be relevant and sufficient. Relevant means that the evidence is clearly connected to the reason. Sufficient means that there is enough evidence to prove that the claim is true. There's a chart below, and I want you to fill in the chart. The reasons are listed. Fill in the evidence for the article. Now, on the chart that we're going to be working on page 19, and it reaches to 20, it has 3 different reasons. I'm going to read them for you. Our claims, our brains are wired for morality. Number 1, the building blocks of morality have been observed in non-human animals. The evidence, rats help other rats that have been soaked in water. I want you to add other examples according to the article, okay? The other examples that you find in the article, I want you to put them in the little table below. The next one. Even very young babies appear to exhibit some basic moral evaluations. The parts of the brain involved in the moral judgment are beginning to be identified. Now, these 3 ideas, these 3 claims, or these 3 reasons, I want you to study them and see if you can find their answers in the 3 headers that we're reading. Additionally, I'm going to have some questions that I want you to answer, okay? That will be all on the assignment. If you have any questions, be sure to email me or just send me a private message through Classroom, okay? See you again, everyone. I hope you stay doing good. See you next time. Bye-bye.